Good afternoon. It's February 19th, 2020, and we're here at the Cross Insurance Arena for today's exciting Class AA North boys semifinal basketball action between the Bangor Rams and the Deering Rams. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt, joined today by Mike Hoffer from the Forecaster and the Press Herald. Mike, 2 and 3 these teams are. Bangor has beaten Deering twice this year. 3 is hard, isn't it?
It is hard to beat a good team 3 times. We've already seen it in some of these other games in the tournament. And I know Deering's coming in. They're feeling good about themselves. They had an impressive quarterfinal round win over Cheverus. It seems like they're clicking at the right time. And really the secret for Deering is, can they slow down Bangor's big man, Sam Martin? They couldn't do it the first game. They got in some foul trouble the second game, and that derailed them up at Bangor. But I think if they can somewhat neutralize Martin and take advantage of this big floor, maybe knock down some shots, anything's possible. I really do think the third time could be the charm for Deering.
Well, thank you. Frank, Coach Wing said in the last game that it was all about timing, and they took their time. They made about 56% from the field, but they really do have to stop Bangor's big 3. They are all state or they're all conference people in Suez and Martin, and the Class AA North Player of the Year, Henry Westrich.
Exactly, Steve. The big 3 for Bangor are going to be tough for stop for any team in the state, but Deering definitely has the athletes to do it. They have the size, they have the speed. As Mike said, it's tough to beat a team 3 times, and you can't forget that you have Bangor coming down here to Portland. You know, we talk a little bit about officials. When you go up to Bangor, it's a different game down here. So I would look for Deering to try to get out on the run, maybe try to make some easy baskets early. Whatever team shoots well in this building typically does well in this building.
Well, folks, Deering has its own all-conference players, and Daryl Germain on the first team, Oscar Hussein on the second team, and Max Mirioni on the third team. And they also have great defensive players as well. So it should be a very, very exciting matchup, and we're going to bring it to you next on WPPS TV 1302.
Association welcoming the Cross Insurance Arena for the 2020 NBA Invitational Basketball Tournament. Today's game is a Class AA North boys semifinal. It features the third-seeded Rams of Deering High School, the visitors in their black uniforms, and the second-seeded Rams of Bangor High School, the home team in their welcome uniforms. The Maine Principals Association, along with both Deering High School and Bangor High School, advocate and expect good sportsmanship on the part of all players, coaches, and spectators. We therefore require that all present do their part in ensuring that today's contest is played in a positive sporting spirit. Today's timer is Tyler Griffin. The scoreboard operator is Dave Perry. The official scorer is Ellen Durgan. The musical coordinator is Tyler Patton. And the certified trainer in attendance is Ursula Volkema Haley. Today's tournament officials are Mr. Patrick Henry, Mr. Marty Mativier, and Mr. Justin Underwood. Before announcing today's starting lineups, let's first meet each school's team members. First for Deering. Donning uniform today, a sophomore Rocco Benevino. Donning uniform today, a sophomore Alex Williams. A sophomore number 1, Max Shiguda. A senior, number 4, Mayan Sheehan. A sophomore, number 5, Kaimik Solomon. A sophomore, number 10, Charlie Benninger. A senior, number 12, Cole Martinson. A sophomore, number 13, Titeo Augusto. A sophomore, number 14, Nick Langella. A junior number 24, Empore Seminoza. And a senior number 50, Jesse Kamalandura. Team personnel Joey Morrison. A sophomore number 10, Keegan Sear. A sophomore number 13, Max Clark. A sophomore number 15, Ryan Howard. A junior number 20, Cooper Corey. A sophomore number 22, Colton Emerson. A sophomore number 24, Cameron Streams. A junior number 30, Eli Bradford. A freshman number 33, Wyatt Stevens. And a sophomore number 44, Gavin Young. And now for today's starting lineups. At forward for Deering is 6'4" senior number 21, Loki Anda. At forward for Bangor is 6'5" junior number 23, Andrew Schwez. At forward for Deering is 6'3" senior number 11, Max Morioni. Forward for Bangor is 6'5" senior, number 11, Henry Westridge. At center for Deering is 6'2" senior, number 23, Mike Randall. At center for Bangor is 6'8" senior, number 00, Sam Martin. At guard for Deering, a 5'10" senior, number 2, Oscar Hussein. At guard for Bangor, a 6' senior, number 5, Quinn Richards. At guard for Deering, a 5'8" senior, number 20, Gerald Germain. And at guard for Bangor, a 5'11" senior, number 1, Parker Noyes. Deering is coached by Todd Wing, assisted by Dan LeGage, Josh Stoll, Tim Miller, and Jordan Tripp. Bangor is coached by Brad Gentlemen, who would ask you to please rise as we honor America and those who defend her with the playing of our national anthem. The anthem will be played for us today by the Bangor High School Band under the direction of Matt Tipton.
So folks, here we go as Bangor gets set to line up. We're just going to tell you as we did, first of all, I got to say, Frank, I'm a sucker for a good band. And this is the third time now that I've seen the Bangor band this year. I think it's the fourth game that we're covering of theirs. They are a terrific band. I got a chance to talk to their conductor up in Bangor, and they really do such a great job. Player of the Year, Class AA North, Henry Westridge, and Sam Martin and Andrew Swez, all first team, as well as Daryl Germain. Second team, Oscar Hussein. We'll get some more after the jump here.
Yeah, really a star-studded lineup here, Steve.
It is indeed, and Bangor will win the tip, and Parker Noyes, who is the quarterback here, will take over. So
you see Deering sagging off Noyes here. They're not really worried about his shooting. Looks like they're going to try to take care of Martin high-low here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pushing and going inside there. But before the three, it doesn't hit. The rebound will come to Hussein. No look pass. Oh, gosh. Great block by Martin, but that was a great pass by Morioni.
Yeah, right idea by Deering. Being unselfish, trying to move the ball early.
Okay, moving it around now, Parker Noyes. The Deering and a man right now, playing man-to-man. The screen. Morioni with the rebound.
Good grab there. Good defense by Deering. We saw Jermaine face-guarding Westrich, trying to keep him out of the action.
Here comes Oscar Hussein now. Oh, almost tipped away by Parker Noyes.
Oh, it will be. They're going to say it's off Jermaine.
So we're going to say it's a Deering turnover. I think that's our first turnover, second turnover of the game, rather.
Yeah, we had the big Martin block in the last possession. Bangor taking care of business defensively.
So here we go. Parker Noyes. It's a unique perspective from high up here in the first choice arena box, formerly known as, I think, the Frank Fixeris box.
It still has Fixeris' name on it.
Well, that's good. A sports casting legend. There's a steal by Hussein.
Great hands by Oscar.
And a nice pass to Morioni. Hussein gets the rebound. He goes up and in.
Yeah, good fall by Hussein. He's able to get Deering on the board first.
So it's 2-0 here with 6:14 left in the first quarter. Okay, sneaks out a little bit. Westrich backcourt.
Momentum certainly falling Deering's way here, Steve. They had that big steal and then that backcourt violation. We're even at turnovers 2 apiece.
In the Chevrolet playoff game, Deering was down 25-22 at halftime before they came on strong. Momentum switch, and Morioni was right in that with a block and leading to a Hussein layup. Another steal by Hussein and a layup. And all of a sudden, Deering was on a 6-0 run, and they never looked back.
Yeah, this is really a quick strike team, Steve. And we saw it in that last regular season game against Portland.
Okay, so Hussein doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Andrew Suez. He'll push it up to Westrich now. He's got his own call. Martin has stepped out, trying to set the pick. In the corner for three is a Parker Noyes. So maybe they should have been worried about his threes. It's 3-2 right now. It's a 1-point Bangor lead. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Morioni kicks it back out to Jermaine. Doesn't fall. Rebound by Suez. Takes it coast to coast. Inside the paint to Martin, and the ball there's going to be a foul.
And I think it'll be on Randall. It could be on Morioni, though. And it is Randall, first foul of the game.
So just which way the ball bounces here is it looks like we're going to not see the referees completely as the scores table is on the other side. Anda, nice reverse, gets his own rebound, blocked.
Martin just all over the place inside, really taking ownership of the paint defensively.
And here we go inside. Well, a little skid, but okay, there's the steal. Morioni. Jermaine feels it at his feet. And we've got a hand check. And that'll be on Parker Noyes, his first.
See number 10, Keegan Sear, check into the game for Bangor.
Taking a seat will be Quinn Richards, who started. Here's Oscar Hussein.
Good backdoor cut.
Yeah, nice play. The bucket by Daryl Germain for 2, and Deering is up by 1, 4-3.
Rams still playing tough defensively here.
And we'll have a foul maybe on Germain on a block. We'll see.
Yeah, Suez tried to go baseline, just kind of got forced out.
Nope, that's going to be on Randall, his second.
2 quick ones on Mike Randall, so Coach Wing will have to go to the bench here as he has Empore Semahosa coming in. He'll be tasked with taking care of the big man.
Semahosa, 14 points.
And a big 3 there by Noyes again.
Gives a 2-point lead to the Bangor Rams. One thing is certain, folks, the Rams will win today. Morioni with a nice move. Kicks it back out. Inside and outside. Well, Hussein is covered up there nicely. So, regroup. Way downtown. And Oscar Hussein for 3.
We've seen Deering come out and shoot pretty well here on this end, but so's Bangor. That's really typically a story in this building, Steve, with terrible depth perception.
And that this time, the rebound is by Loki Anda. So the lead has changed on practically every possession. And we'll have a foul on Oscar Hussein.
Yeah, frustration foul there, Steve. He missed the floater and just kind of tried to swipe it out of Westrich's hands.
So his first, 3:05 left here in the first quarter. 7-6 is the score. These two teams playing neck and neck so far. Noise. Number 10 is Keegan Sear. Cross court. Sear's got it. He's going to throw up the 3.
Wow.
And he hits it. So getting scoring from unlikely sources. 9-7 is the score. It's a 2-point Bangor lead. Hussein spins, gets it out to Germain on the other side. It doesn't fall. Nice positioning by Westrich for the rebound.
I think that's a telling point here, Steve, is that Bangor has 9 points and none of them have come from the big 3. Suez airballs it.
And interestingly, all of their points on 3-point shots.
Yep, so Deering really sagging off those supporting players. They're really taking away Suez, Martin, and Westrich, face guarding them, trying to prevent them from even touching the ball, let alone getting an open shot off. And I think that's going to be Coach Wing's strategy here. If Bangor is going to beat him, they're going to have to do it with the other 2 guys on the floor.
Is Anda inside, kicks it back out to Semahosa. Well, Martin with the rebound. So just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's a 2-point Bangor lead, 9-7. The floater misses, but Martin on the putback. 11-7. Hussein for 3. Brings the Rams to within 1. It's 11-10. 1.5 minutes left in this very exciting first quarter.
Now, Oscar Hussein, just an explosive player. He can do it on offense, do it on defense. We're going to have a foul on Anda, I believe.
So I've seen Martin get pushed around a little bit this year. I didn't see that particular foul, but up in Bangor, he fell right over the back of a Portland player. I think it was Ethan Fay, and he got the foul. But number 13 here is Max Clark to take the ball in. And Jesse Kamalandua checks in for Deering. He did not play in the first playoff game, as he had been under a suspension based on 2. That looked like ball, but we're going to get the foul on Anda. He had 2 technical fouls in a game that we covered against Portland at the Deering High School gym.
Yeah, and that's
his second.
Rough last 2 minutes for Loki Anda. He picked up 2 quick fouls. So right off the bat, Deering has their 2 starting big men, Anda and Randall, in foul trouble.
And the first one is sunk by Suez. And we'll have a substitute here as Anda will sit. And I think it's Semahosa coming back in.
Yep, so the 2 reserve bigs here, Kamalando and Semahosa stepping in.
And let's just say, okay, so he hits both of them, Suez, at his first 2 points of the game. You don't lose much by getting those 2 big men in, the 6th and 7th men. They're really, Deering has tremendous depth on his bench.
Yep, they're deep, they're veteran squad. They're a team that hasn't played in this building in 5 years.
Kicked back out, around the horn, Morioni for the 3! And the rebound by Westrich. It's 13-10. It's a 3-point lead. We'll see if Bangor will pull out and hold for the last shot with 35 seconds left.
Good pass.
Instead, the rebound is Kamalandua. And now there's 28 seconds, plenty of time. It's going to roll out. It will be Deering ball by the skin of their teeth.
Fortuitous bounce there for Deering. As Bangor kind of created what looked to be kind of redemption for that missed layup.
Oh my gosh, what a move inside. Kamalandua. Well, we have a call first.
It's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot.
That will be on Max Clark.
13, Max Clark.
So a 3-point lead, 18 seconds here, a 3-point lead for Bangor.
Yeah, you're going to see Deering hold for 1 here, I would expect. Or not.
Yeah, it was tipped out.
Suez with the block. Bangor really taking care of the paint.
Well, they're very formidable. They have a lot of size, a lot of experience inside. Here's Hussein. Oh my gosh, what a move!
Wow, he's just a magician with the basketball, Steve.
That was absolutely amazing. It brings Deering to within 1 at the end of the first quarter. Here we go, start of second quarter action. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt for WPPS TV 1302. Tom Morioni on camera. He's done a stellar job all year doing Deering games, and we get the pleasure of working with him when we get to work a Deering game ourselves.
We have a foul on the floor. I think it'll be on Keegan Sear.
You are correct, sir.
It is. This official very loud. We can hear him from up here.
So Deering down by 1. They've got possession. Here's Hussein with the ball. Tricky dribbles. Gets it back. Somewhere around Curly Neal and Marcus Haynes like it with the ball there.
Deering at their best when Hussein gets them into looks. Another big block for
goodness gracious.
Martin.
Morioni fighting in there. Giving Deering another chance. Jermaine, and another block. 2 blocks on that possession.
Now he's got 4 by my count so far.
Well, a very, very tough and formidable player. Looked like steps, but stopped up. 13-12 is the score. It's still just a 1-point Bangor Ram lead.
Wow. Oh, and they're going to have a foul. It looked like Kamalando would get all ball, but I think they're going to say contact below.
The crowd does not like that call.
And neither do I.
His first team 6. On the line for Bangor, shooting 2, Keegan Sear.
Does he get credit for the block before he goes underneath?
No, he does not.
Okay, thank you.
Even though the whistle came after.
I'm going to do a small B block on my score sheet. Sear hits the first one.
And Bangor shooting 36% from the floor, but so far 100% from the foul line.
No, not that time. Semahosa with the rebound. Daryl Jermaine comes down with the pink sneakers. There's a man who plays with a lot of confidence, and he is good. No, we'll have a foul.
Travel.
Travel.
Yeah, they say Kamalando has shuffled his feet before he kicked the ball out. Deering's 5th turnover.
Bangor has 3 at this point, I believe.
And that's really a number that typically dictates Deering's success. How many turnovers can they force? They're a team that lives off that instant offense.
Of course, it's in our own selfish best interests, as well as just generally because we are the Portland Public Schools, to want to see the Deering Rams win here. We get to cover these games. Nice move by Max Clark for 2 and on the drive. It's a 4-point Bangor lead, 16-12, as Mike Randall gets set to check back in.
Same with Loki Anda, so they kind of did their time on the bench as Deering gives it away.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. An unforced error there. Martin inside with that nifty move.
Yeah, Martin just had position on Kamalandua there.
His 4th point of the game, but he's also got 2 rebounds and 4 blocks, so he's really chugging. Again, Hussein with a nice move and fighting hard underneath. Jesse Kamalandua, I will call it, with 2 rebounds during that possession. And that'll be on Stan Martin.
His first foul.
Stan Martin, his first team score.
I know there are other players who have been ranked ahead of him this year. Westrich with the Player of the Year. Of course, the Edward Little, great player. John Shea. But Sam Martin just impresses me immensely, seeing him the 4th game this year.
Hey, he has the size, he's got the strength, and he has the basketball IQ.
Loki Anda returns for Deering.
I think a transfer from Brewer.
From Orono.
From Orono, rather. Kamalandua does not hit at that time. And Westrich will come up with the rebound. Swez, rather, will come up with the rebound.
Swez, a transfer from George Stevens Academy in Blue Hill. Good hands there by Kamalandua.
And who will take a seat, however, as Mike Randall will come in for the Rams right now.
5-0 Bangor run here. If you're Deering, you need to get a stop in this possession. You can't let them open up 7 or even 8. Travel.
Well, a great defense by Deering forces that travel on the trap. So 18-12 is the score. Bangor Rams in front. 5:20 left here in the first half.
Good
nice
hustle
move by Anda.
Yeah, excellent hustle by Loki Anda. Westrich was able to get his hand on that ball.
Oh, what a move by Hussein. 3 spins, and then he goes off the side of the glass, and here we go on the break. Watch out, folks. The dunk by Henry Restrich. His first 2 of the game gives Bangor an 8-point lead, 20-12, timeout Deering. We are back after the Deering timeout. Gerald Germain now has Joey Morrison in the game on him.
And Bangor is perfect from the floor here in the second quarter, 3 for 3.
Well, high off the backboard, the rebound by Morrison. So he comes in, quickly does something good for Bangor.
And Deering, on the other hand, is ice cold there. 0 for 8 here in the second quarter.
Westrich throws up the 3. The rebound is Anda's. Hussein for 3. Randall, nice valiant effort there, but throws it away. There's a rebound for Randall.
Yeah, Deering's kind of pressing here, Steve. They're really just trying to do it all immediately. They got to settle down, play good defense, get a stop, and get a good offensive possession instead of just trying to sling it up and down the floor.
Well, it's what Coach Wing said with respect to the Chevrolet game. It all came down to timing. We told them to just take their time.
And you've seen the game plan work pretty well so far if you're Deering. I mean, you're not going to expect the players not named Martin, Swez, or Westrich to beat you.
Anda with another rebound.
He's hucking it up court again.
That's unfortunate.
No look pass. Deering up to 9 turnovers. They're just kind of panicking here. Down 8.
Substitution number 14, Nick Langella.
Langella now will enter the game for Deering. Nick Langella.
Well, he's been a bit of a calming influence for the Rams. They're giving up Hussein's athleticism.
Nice move by Morrison over the reach of Daryl Germain. Germain with the rebound. He's got 2 on him. He gets it to Onda.
Offensive foul. Now you can see him setting up for it inside.
That's Onda's 3rd.
And that's going to hurt for Deering, as he will have to take a seat. As Onda, as we've seen in the last couple minutes, Steve, pretty comfortable handling the ball. Good athlete, but you could just see Bangor. They knew it was coming. They set up, absorbed the contact. Offensive foul every time.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sam Martin's so strong. And we'll have I think, over the top on Westrich.
It's going to be on Schwez.
Excuse me. It is Schwez, 23. I keep mixing up his name. I shouldn't do that. Westrich is 11. It's not that difficult.
We'll give you a pass.
Numbers are never my strong suit, but... No, it's a pass. Somehow that was a pass off of Westrich. Randall outside. Morrison skies for the rebound, and he gets it in traffic.
Yeah, Deering can't have a 3 here. They've got to settle down and get something towards the basket.
Yeah, it's 20-12. It's an 8-point lead, although it's been that way for a few minutes. And
we're going to have a double foul.
So
the call nobody likes.
So on Martin.
And also on Randall, I think.
There was a double foul call. The next foul is on number 0.
That's 3 for Randall. 2 for Martin. As they were just kind of mixing it up inside, the officials wanted to break it up. The call that nobody likes, the double foul.
How do you like it?
I'll let you take a guess.
Sear. So for the 3, it doesn't fall for Westrich. Hussein comes up with it. He's back in. He's going to try to do it himself. A nice double pump and in. So that's what the doctor ordered. It's 20-14. It's just a 6-point lead for the Bangor Rams. They have the ball with 1.5 minutes left in the first half.
That was a 6.5-minute scoring drought for Deering. A Hussein layup to a Hussein layup. Interesting here. Bangor's just going to kind of hold and try to pull Deering out of their zone. If you're the team with the lead, that's your prerogative here.
Wow. In traffic.
Offensive foul. Wow. I was going to say, got him with the off arm. That's Westrich's first foul. Also Bangor's 6th turnover.
46.5 seconds left. 20-14 is the score. 6-point Bangor lead. We'll see what Coach Wing, assistant coach Dan Legage have cooked up. It's Germain inside. He's blocked by Westrich.
And then fouled. Again, a frustration foul. And this one's going to cost Deering. It's going to be 1-1 for Westrich. It's going to be Daryl Germain's first foul.
The Deering foul is on number 20, Daryl Germain. His first.
We have 1-1 for Henry Westrich.
You know, it's just those little things sometimes that separate number 3 from number 2 in terms of being able to control yourself just a little bit.
And as we see Bangor just calmly knocking down foul shots.
It's a good Deering team, 21-14, 7-point deficit right now. They've got 22 and a half seconds here to try to put something together.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Hussein hits it. He felt it and he hit it.
I guess there are no bad shots when they go in.
Right. He brings Deering to within 4 with 10 seconds left in the first half. And that could be a momentum switch right there. Oh, my goodness gracious. No call. Oh, my goodness. Morioni with that shot at the end, and it almost made it. 21-17 at halftime. So it's a 4-point Deering deficit at halftime. Deering has one player who has really done it all scoring-wise in this half.
Yeah, 15 points for Oscar Hussein to go with a couple steals, 3 or 4 rebounds. He's really been the one that's taken the load onto his shoulders. He's knocked down big shots, and he's keeping him in the game. Only a 4-point deficit.
On the other hand, Bangor is really spreading it out. I mean, Parker Noyes leads with 2 threes and 6 points. You go down to 4 for Keegan Sear and Big Sam Martin, 3 for Westridge, 2 for Clark, and 2 for Suez. So if you want to talk about, and they have a 4-point lead, it seems like they dominated more than that 4-point lead would indicate.
Well, Stephen, we saw it with Hussein. A lot of Hussein's points are second chance points, just kind of broken plays that he's able to put together and get a layup. But defensively, Deering, I think, has done an excellent job. They've decided that Suez, Martin, and Westridge are not going to beat us. And, the fact that we're calling out these names like Parker Noyes, Keegan Sear, Max Clark, those are players that are not in those 3 first-team all-conference category. And really, if they're going to beat you, tip your cap to them. But Deering has really decided defensively, played that triangle in 2, packed in against the big man, face-guarded Westridge and Suez. I think they're doing quite well defensively. A little foul trouble, but other than that, you've got to be pleased with this defensive effort if you're Deering.
Folks, it's 21-17. We'll bring you second half action in a moment. So we're ready to start second half action. We're just going to finish up here. The All-Region Honorable Mention team, Max Morioni from Deering. And then, of course, Max Clark is on the All-Region Rookie team for Bangor. All-Region Defensive, Andrew Suez from Bangor. And, of course, the Class AA North Coach of the Year, Mike Adams, with his tremendous rank number 1 Edward Little team. Had a chance to see them several times this year play both Portland and Deering.
Yep, Deering sticking with the triangle in 2 here.
Oops. Hussein goes down.
And I think you're going to see a lot of hard screens from Bangor. They're going to have to force something to open up.
Hussein has Jermaine on the right, and he's going to take it himself. Up and in.
Wow, what a take.
And a foul. The basket counts. And
be Suez's second foul. A very athletic take, as we saw there, Steve, from Oscar Hussein.
Has a chance to bring the Deering Rams to within 1, and he does. It is 21-20. Nice way to start off the second half for Deering.
Yeah.
That is a nice-looking arena floor.
Again, good job by Deering closing out on the shooters here. Martinez position inside. But again, good job by Semhoza and Kamoandua.
The 3 doesn't fall. Jermaine skies for that rebound. He gets it.
Yeah, and making these possessions single shot possessions is going to be key if you're Deering.
Morioni now kicks it back out to Jermaine. Jermaine drives the no-look pass to Kamoandua.
All right. Can't put it on the ground, Steve. He just had to go up with it.
Yeah, and that's, well, nice recovery, though. Kamoandua gets his own rebound, and Jermaine saves it. Hussein now.
Almost looked like Jesse wasn't quite ready for that pass. Good dish.
Yeah, and Semhoza in the corner, and he hits it for
Just
3.
what the doctor ordered, Steve. Oscar Hussein giving up the ball, getting into the action of the assist column. The Deering Rams have the lead.
It's 23-21 Deering now. Quite a momentum shift here coming off halftime. Martin wants that ball. He's doubled, triple teamed, and we're going to have a foul probably on Max Morioni.
I think it'll be Morioni with the reach.
It is.
It was his first foul.
The Deering foul is on number 11, Max Morioni. His first.
Could always ask our cameraman if he could get us a little close-up of number 11. The great Max Morioni. Averaging double figures a game here from the games that we have, about 10.5 points a game. The third highest scorer. Oh, yeah. Martin inside.
Yeah, good feed and good bucket by Martin.
That ties it up. We'll have a timeout with 5:51 left in the third quarter, 23 all. Oh, that was a pass off the foot, and then Jermaine inside. No, Jermaine was right underneath.
Yeah. 3 seconds. He gets stuck inside. He couldn't really go up with it because he had Martin in there. Took him a while to corral the ball. 3-second violation. 12th turnover for Deering.
Bangor has about half as many.
6 by my count.
Nice ball movement. Doesn't fall, but it goes out to Suez.
Man, those second chance looks for Bangor are going to be key.
Martin getting manhandled in there, but also using his elbows effectively.
Yeah, he has to. I mean, Deering can't let Sam Martin push him around.
Hussein skies for that rebound. Brings it down on his own, stops. Finger roll. Martin with the rebound. Ooh.
You know, it's my story, and I'm sticking to it, Steve. Deering is better when Hussein gets them into looks. I mean, he can score all these points, but he's a facilitator at heart.
Nice ball movement. Quinn Richards for three. And as you said before, unlikely players scoring for Bangor and really doing a job here, 26-23.
Yeah, not a bad defensive possession for Deering either. Again, if a player aside from that big three is scoring, then you're in good shape.
We'll have a foul here on...
It'll be Morioni.
Yep.
It'll be his second of the quarter.
Looked at the referee. What, me?
Yeah, Morioni had set up for the charge, but when Westridge went to the floater, he kind of hedged out and got him high.
So at the line is Westridge. He buries the first one for his fourth point of the game. Deering has some changes as Loki Anda and Mike Randall will come in.
Each playing with 3 fouls.
Semahosa and Kamalandua will check out.
Westridge, a starter on last year's state championship team, so he's used to playing in this building.
It's a 5-point Bangor lead with 4:12 left in the third quarter. Randall to Jermaine, Jermaine to Hussein. Anda, almost tapped away. Morioni now in the corner. Here's Jermaine, dishes. Anda underneath. That was a nice move.
Yeah, nice up and under. You could see Martin was kind of setting up to take the charge there, but Anda went around him.
28-25, a 3-point Bangor lead. They have possession. Westridge at the foul line.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down every time. Hussein went for the steal. Westridge got by, able to hit the 15-footer.
Here's Jermaine now. He sees a lane. He dishes out to Hussein from way downtown, and he hits it. My goodness, he is on fire.
I guess when you're hot, Steve.
Well, he brings the Rams to within 2 of the Bangor Rams, so it's 30-28. 3:05 left here in the third quarter.
21 points for Oscar Hussein. And big turnover for Bangor.
So here's Hussein now. Once again, oh my goodness gracious. That was a move. And then he hits it out off the Bangor player.
Heads up play there by Hussein after he spun into traffic. Couldn't get it to fall, but retains possession.
I mean, he is on fire, folks. There is no question about it that he is controlling this game for the Rams right now. We'll have a blocking foul. Possibly on Sam Martin. Nope. It will be on Parker Noyes.
Noyes' second foul. Bangor's second of the half. So a couple big foul shots for Daryl Germain here.
So Jermaine buries one of two, brings the Rams to within one. Way downtown, Hussein with another rebound.
Again, defensive win there for Deering. They had a guy not named Schwez, Westrich, or Martin shake a shot.
Jermaine hits the three. He gives the Deering Rams a 2-point lead with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. What a game.
Yep, Daryl Germain, senior captain. He's been a 4-year varsity player. He's been dying to play on this stage his whole career.
Circles in for Quinn Richards, his second three of the quarter, and it's a Bangor 1-point lead. Hussein underneath. And Martin with the rebound.
Now, Bangor's going to slow it down here wisely.
Martin at the foul line. Have an off-ball foul on Oscar Hussein.
The Deering foul is
Beats me, Steve.
Oscar Hussein. Personal foul number 2, team foul number 3.
Well, Sear travels. So, justice.
As Rasheed Wallace would say, ball don't lie.
Here's Anda to Randall. Back to Anda. He's on the floor. Daryl Germain in the corner, and he buries it again.
Yep, Germain, a streaky shooter. He seems to be getting hot.
It's a 2-point Deering lead. So we'll see what happens here.
We're going to have a foul, I think, on Germain.
My goodness. He looked like he was sandwiched between two other players, but that is we're going to be what the call is.
Deering playing physical inside, not giving away easy rebounds.
Here is 20, Daryl Germain, his second, team score.
Well, this is exactly what you don't want. Good hands by Morioni, though.
Well, we'll have a
wise timeout by Bangor, and I'm guessing they're giving it to him.
yeah.
Coach Legage, Coach Wing, Coach Stoll, not real happy with the timeout being granted there.
Okay, 35-33. We'll be back. Okay, folks, here we go. Oh, yeah, there's something going on underneath between Martin and Camelando. I don't know if that's where the call's going to be.
Yeah, you're never going to get the call if you end up sitting on the guy. It'll be Jesse's second, Deering's fifth. Jesse will plead his case, say that there's a little tangle of arms, but nothing doing.
Can keep those arms down, right? Okay, here we go. Semahosa comes up with it, gets it over to Hussein, brings it over half court.
30 seconds. We'll see if Deering just plays for one here.
They have a 2-point lead, 35-33. That's exactly what I think I hear Coach Wing saying.
Yeah, flatten out. I mean, they have the players been able to go one-on-one and beat everybody today. And Oscar Hussein, and don't forget, he's also got great court vision, so he may kick on this too. Oh, boy.
But his Camelando is underneath. And he gets the rebound and he puts it in with no time left. 37-33. We'll bring you fourth quarter action in a moment. We're back for fourth quarter action in a very, very exciting game here at the Cross Insurance Arena.
Back and forth we go.
Now that was a floater. Martin with the rebound on the miss by Hussein.
Schwez was ice cold earlier in the game, Steve. He gets his first three.
His 5th point overall, 37-36. Deering still with a 1-point lead. Jermaine inside. Oh my gosh, what a move.
Wow. Athletic play by Jermaine, able to kind of keep that ball away from Martin.
Right. I mean, he did that. Hussein has done that today. That is absolutely
great
amazing.
Defense. Excellent deflection by Hussein.
And a foul? Let's see.
And that's going to be a swipe.
And that's going to be on Quinn Richards. So he'll take a seat, and checking in for Bangor will be Max Clark again. 39-36. It's a 3-point Deering lead.
Deering needs a good possession here. They don't need to rush anything. They don't need to launch a 30-footer. Just something getting towards the basket. Use your offense.
Jermaine in the corner. It's a shot he likes.
Foul's going to be on Randall. That's his 4th. I'm going to say that he hooked the big man, Martin.
The Deering foul is on 23, Mike Randall. His 4th, team's 6th. Deering substitution 24. Employee Semifinals.
So it's Bangor ball here.
Deering still doubling down on Martin.
The drive inside. Morioni comes up with it, and he's fouled.
Yep, strong hands by Morioni to hang on to the ball there through the contact. The foul will be on Parker Noyes, his 3rd.
You know, Morioni really does have great hands, great ball control.
Bangor showing a full court man-to-man pressure here. They're just going to keep Deering honest with it.
Hussein, my goodness gracious.
He's got to give it up. He's got to get Deering into their offense.
Morioni for 3 in the corner. Oh my goodness gracious, it had the trajectory, but the rebound will come to Suez. 39-36, 3-point Bangor lead. We are in crunch time. We are a minute away from Susie Schwartz time. The most important 5 minutes, or the most important minutes of a game, the last 5 minutes. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a foul on Anda as he took Martin down. That's going to be 4 on Loki as well.
That was a hard push, right? Really. I mean, he was almost using Martin to protect himself, if you will, but he got the arm out. The Bangor crowd wants it intentional. They don't get it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But at the end of the day, Steve, you're going to have contact inside. It's a tournament. It's going to be a closely called game.
So Jesse Camalandua will check in for Loki Anda, and Martin will be at the line shooting 1 and 1.
Now, only 6 points for Martin. He had 30 against Oxford Hills in the quarterfinal.
He brings the Bangor Rams to within 2, 39-37. Buries them both. It's a 1-point Deering lead.
A big man who can shoot foul shots is a very dangerous player to have.
Hussein almost loses the handle. Oh my gosh, what a pass inside in traffic. Semihosa draws the foul.
It'll be either Suez or Martin. And it will be Suez.
His third.
Number 23, Andrew Suez. His third, team's fifth. Impone Semihosa.
Pair of big foul shots here for Semihosa. Every possession counts here in the fourth quarter.
So he could still make it a 2-point game here if he'll bury 1 out of 2. Semihosa has 3 points today and the strength of a 3-point bucket. Misses both of those, and Suez with yet another rebound. Noyes has Clark.
Good deflection by Camalandua.
Oh, Martin gets that rebound. Oh my goodness gracious. Great hands by Semihosa.
Good steal. Hussein Nowak pass. He tried to get it to Camalandua. Off the mark.
Just under 5 minutes now. 4:53 left in this contest in regulation. It's 39-38. Deering has a 1-point lead over the Bangor Rams. This has been a rock'em sock'em game. Many, many lead changes. Not bad given the number of turnovers that Deering has compared to Bangor.
Yes, Deering really stayed in this game with 14 turnovers.
In the corner, Clark, Jermaine with the rebound.
Jermaine's going to get fouled.
So as you suggest, a tightly called game.
As is to be expected. The foul goes on 13 Clark, and interestingly enough, Steve, here we're under 5 minutes to play. Anda and Randall both coming back into the game with 4 fouls apiece.
So Hussein has the ball. It must be exhausting covering him. Oh no. There's a steal. The pass was telegraphed.
Yeah, good work by Westrich to get in the passing lane.
39-38. It's a 1-point Bangor lead. They've got the ball inside to Suez. He loses it. Back again.
Yeah, that's 5 on
foul on Anda.
5 on Anda on the reach.
So he'll be done for the day with 2 points. By my count, at least 5 rebounds.
You almost wonder if it was a little too early to bring Loki back in. It was the right idea there. He's just a little bit behind the play. If he could have got clean ball, probably could have gotten away with the steal.
So Clark ties it. 39-39, just under 4 minutes left.
Yeah, credit to Bangor there, knocking down the freebies. Hussein, long-range three, and it bounces in.
My goodness. His first points of the fourth quarter give Deering a 2-point lead.
Well, good hands by Morioni to create that steal.
And Hussein capitalizes. He possesses 42-40. 3:11 left. A very important possession here for Deering.
Yeah, Deering's got to get a quality look here. They don't need to just jack it up.
Off-ball foul.
We'll see. This may be on Schwez. If it is, that'll be 4. Nope, it'll be on Westrich, his second. Either way, foul gives Hussein a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Hussein has done it all day in every which way here for the Rams. Gives them a 3-point lead, can make it a 2-possession game with 3 minutes left if he buries this one.
25 points in the afternoon for Hussein.
Martin with the rebound.
Oh, we're going to have a foul. And it'll be on Martin on the rebound.
Goodness.
So we'll go back. Daryl Germain shooting 1-on-1.
Bangor coach is a little apoplectic on that call, or at least quizzical. Germain buries the first one, and it is now a 2-possession game. 44-40 is the score. Buries both. It's a 5-point Deering lead. 2:58 left, and we're going to have a Bangor timeout. We'll be back. Well, this game has been something else, folks. We're going to come down to the last 3 minutes. Bangor's possession. Andrew Swez to throw it in. Frank Myatt, Steve Schwartz here as well for WPPS TV 1302 and YouTube. A
foul. Hussein, I think, as he pleads his case. No, it'll be Germain.
He also pled his case. Very, very tightly called game here today.
Schwez shooting a big 1-on-1.
Germain gets the rebound. Deering with a chance to break it open.
Yeah, they're going to take their time here. No rush shots. Take care of the basketball.
Well, that is what they're doing right now. Morioni looked like he was slapped in the face. Germain for 3.
Huge shot for Daryl Germain.
Great ball movement. 2:17 left. Deering has an 8-point lead over Bangor.
Yeah, got to play solid defense here. No fouls.
Morioni with that rebound. Hands it off to Germain. He's got the ball now. Gets it back again on the give and go.
Yeah, 2 minutes to play.
Samahosa is open underneath, and he wants that ball.
Yeah, really, that's going to be the only shot Deering should be taking here is a wide open look.
So Bangor now will check in Keegan Sear for Max Clark.
We've seen Sear hit some big shots here with the 3.
Morioni gets it to Mapori Samahosa, and there's a foul. So with 1:44 left, Westrich does the only thing that can really happen here. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity here, and one more time, and it'll be a double bonus for Deering.
Westrich's third foul.
Parker Noyes will check in for Joey Morrison, who really just checked in for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I think Bangor maybe brought Morrison in just for the inbound. And a lot of strategy coming down to personnel in this situation.
Well, that's unfortunate, as that was a chance to bury this game, but Martin with the rebound.
Deering's going to close out shooters here.
And that's Keegan Sear for 3. We're going to have a Bangor timeout as Bangor comes to within 5, 1:35 left. Okay, here we are, folks. The last minute 35 of regulation. We'll have a foul right away. So that was by design, and they threw Morrison in to do it. It's his first foul. It'll be 1-1.
No, I don't think it'll be 2 shots.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right, although it says 10. Here we are. It is 10, and it will be 2.
Scoreboard's got to catch up, Steve.
Well, I said 2
You were right.
on the next foul, but...
Stick to your guns. So 2 massive foul shots for Deering. They're only shooting 4 of 12 on the game.
But Oscar Hussein, who has been Mr. Everything for Deering today, as Martin will check back in for Parker Noyes, will get underneath here to try to grab the rebound. It becomes a 50-43 lead. It's a 7-point lead once again. Now Westrich with the ball.
Again, no foul if you're Deering here. Hand up.
Westrich. It'll be Deering ball.
Yeah.
There's going to be a that's it.
There is going to be a conference here.
I mean, it clearly went off of a Bangor player. I think the issue is going to be who hit the arm.
They're going to say Bangor ball. Officials change their mind in the conference. Deering's just going to lock down here, play within themselves. No panic.
It's, of an off-ball foul, it's going to be on Jermaine.
Yeah, again, just a little bit of frustration there. Jermaine just a half second behind.
Well, they're going to conference too, though, to make sure of it.
Well, I wonder if it's a hold on an inbound. There may be a rule about that. I don't know. They're going to have, they'll have a 3-man conference.
So we've got expert camera work by Tom Morioni, but we don't have a microphone into that conference.
Yeah, the only thing we're missing is a rule book. I think it might be an intentional foul.
That is bizarre. There would have been no reason for it, and it just really doesn't make any sense.
No, we haven't heard anything from Don Atkinson yet, so... Okay, I guess we won't be shooting.
No, they're going to give them 2 points in possession.
I don't know. Again, beats me, Steve.
Now we are going to be shooting. Somehow, Bangor gets 2 points and is at the line, shooting 2.
The basket does count. The ball was in the air.
The ball was in the air. So Westrich shooting 2.
Who gets credit for the other 2 for the other 2 points?
I'm not sure, Steve. I thought the foul came first.
Well, I'm sorry, but it just didn't make any sense. Hussein's got the ball. Deering has a 3-point
Deering
lead.
has to relax. They can't get out of sorts here. And good timeout by Coach Wing.
So 1:15 left. Deering has a 3-point lead. The big thing here, Frank, is for Deering to not get discouraged and to, well, we have a foul on the inbound.
Yep, that'll be on Morrison again. Again, I think he's just in there to hack whoever grabs the ball first.
It's a pretty interesting call, though, to do so quickly there.
And again, 2 massive foul shots for Hussein. We had the phantom 2 points on the other end, Steve, that neither one of us can explain.
Nor can we give credit for them. But Hussein hits that very important shot. It makes it a 2-possession game with 1:14 left.
That's still an eternity to play here. 74 seconds on the clock.
Hussein buries both. It's a 5-point Deering lead. Martin dishes it off. In the corner. It doesn't fall. The rebound to Hussein. The break.
Yeah, just lay it in.
And he did. Semihosa for two. 54-47. 51 seconds and counting. Westrich throws it up, gets his own rebound, and gets it in. So we're going to have a timeout, folks, with 44.2 seconds left. Deering is up 54-49. As Deering comes off the timeout, 44.2 seconds left. They have the lead, they have the ball, 54-49. Hussein.
That Bangor has to have to foul here.
And we'll see if that goes on Westrich.
No, it's going to be a timeout for Deering. They were getting awful close to a 10-second call. So good timeout by Coach Wing.
And some seconds knocked off the clock to boot. So, Frank, one of the most exciting playoff games in years that we've gotten to see here, and Deering is it.
Yeah, Bangor face guarding Hussein.
They've got a 5-point lead, and Morrison comes in and does what he does very well, his third foul.
Interesting. Deering had trouble getting it over half court in the last possession. Instead, Bangor comes right out with a quick foul, and here comes the offensive platoon coming back for Bangor. Semihosa 0 for 3 from the foul line in this game.
So they fouled the right person, but we'll see what happens here. A very important shot. Deering up by 5, 35.9 seconds left. Still plenty of time left.
Big shot, and you see that Hussein and Jermaine are down here. They will press on make or miss to try to force Bangor to take as much time off the clock as possible to advance the ball.
Although that's going to come off now, according to...
well, Hussein's still down there because Martin will not be bringing the ball up. It will be either Schwez or one of the guards.
The rebound will come to Schwez. Here we go now, 55-49, a 6-point lead. Schwez from downtown, in and out. Jermaine with the rebound, and he's fouled by Keegan Sear.
At 25 seconds to play here. Deering just needs to hit their foul shots. That's one of the hallmarks of a championship team, Steve, the ability to make the freebies.
His second team limit. Gerald Jermaine will have 2 shots.
Jermaine buries it. He has come on strong this half. One of 2.
Gerald Jermaine.
We'll give a half rebound apiece there to Schwez and Martin. Semihosa. Oh my goodness.
We'll have 2 more shots for Semihosa on the other end.
Well, we're going to have some sort of a phantom foul call again if Deering's going to lose this one. I mean, it's possible, but...
Unless Reggie Miller's coming through that door.
Well, I know I'll be spending Saturday night, Frank, and it'll be with you here at the Civic Center. As Bangor's going to start pulling out.
Yeah, classy move there by Coach Libby. He's going to take his big players out, his seniors, get a little recognition.
Semihosa does not fall. The rebound will come to Cooper Corey.
Deflection will stay Bangor ball. As you see Max Morignoni instructing Oscar Hussein not to reach. No fouls. It was placed straight up.
Number 30 is Eli Bradford in. Number 24, Caleb Streams as well, and that falls for Richards for 2.
Deering doesn't even need to inbound it, and there it is. It's official.
Deering will be in the Class AA North final They beat Cheverus. They've beat number 2 Bangor. And that is one happy group of Deering players.
And you're going to be happy for this group, Steve. They have a bunch of seniors on the roster, I believe 7 by my count. These players have worked hard for this. It's been 5 years since Deering has even played in this building. The last game was an instant classic against Portland. But the Rams are moving on to the regional final.
Individually for Bangor, Max Clark and a basket, 2 free throws, 4 points.
So a very, very exciting game, Frank. And in the end, the Deering Rams, for the first time this season, after having lost twice to Bangor, take it.
Yeah, Steve, we came into the game saying it's hard to beat a team 3 times. And for Deering, they really used their 2 big losses, one at home, one on the road to Bangor, to adjust. We saw the triangle in 2, extraordinarily effective against Bangor's big scorers.
Well, folks, Bangor was led by Sam Martin and Quinn. They were led by Henry Restrich, their big scorer, and the Class AA North Player of the Year with 11. Sam Martin held to 8 points. Quinn Richards was there with 8 as well, and Andrew Suez, their other big 3 player, with 7 points. So, what great defense for Deering today.
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. We saw a little bit of foul trouble, but Deering was able to play through that. They were still able to take Martin away, not pretty much allowed the rest of the game to take over. He said early, if you're Deering, you're happy because players outside of that Suez, Westrich, Martin big 3 are scoring, and that was really the story of the game. Only 26 points out of their big 3 scorers.
And folks, on the other side, Deering led by Oscar Hussein, who led all scorers today with 29 points, about a half a dozen rebounds to go with it. Daryl Germain also with about a half a dozen rebounds and 17 points. And then after that, Mapore Samahosa with 5, and Loki Anda and Jesse Kemalandua with 2. That doesn't tell the whole story of the game, but my goodness, Oscar Hussein was on fire today.
Yeah, Oscar Hussein gave Deering excellent minutes. When Deering needed points, they could go to him. We've seen this often, Steve, in our broadcasting. The teams that have that ability to get to that next level have a player they can give the ball and say, get us a basket now. We saw Deering go ice cold in the second quarter. Then it was Hussein 3, a Hussein layup. We had the buzzer beater at the end of the quarters. I mean, he really gets them into looks offensively, but when they need a bucket, he can go get it as well.
Folks, it's on to the Class AA Final, and we'll bring it, Class AA North Final, we'll bring it to you here on WPPS TV 1302. This is Steve Schwartz for Frank Myatt, Tom Morioni on camera for WPPS, saying so long from the Cross Insurance Arena, where today the Deering Rams are victorious in the Class AA North semifinal, defeating Bangor. Good night.